Snapping 1, 2, where are you? You're still in my heart.
Hello beautiful people and welcome back to my channel. My name is Namq and thank you so much for tuning into this video. If you're a returning subscriber, I love you so much. And if you're new, we hope you like it here. Today I'm gonna be talking about isolation. As you guys know, I was robbed as I've been in my healing process. God has been working in my heart, and so much has been going on. But I've really learned a lot through the season, through the months, and I'd like to encourage you guys, as always, I like to share what it is that I've learned in my life. Even if it's just for one other person, to understand better what it is that's going on in their life. That's absolutely fine, as long as I'm just here and able to help you get through whatever it is that you have going on. So, leading up to that day, I had been tired, like literally just tired. My body at that point in time was freaking out. It's like, what's going on? All of a sudden we are working 9 hours a day. We're not resting much. Whenever I'd come in at home, immediately my body would be hurting and all I want to do is sleep. So because of that, I never really had time to reach out, connect with people or whatever. And I remember being somewhat frustrated, and not in like a like infuriating way, but I was just so frustrated all the time, and I wanted to throw a little pity party and be like, yo, I've been working, I'm tired. Obviously I'd be tired, but like now reflecting back on all that, I'm realizing how the saying is really true, that busyness is a distraction. With all that being busy, I felt like I was by myself and nobody understands. I convinced myself a lot of things at the time, and I may have seemed fine. I'm really looking back at it now. I'm like, I seemed fine. I was fine. At that time, had you asked me, I was going to be like, I'm fine. But I think stepping out of it now, I wasn't in the healthiest position, because also I drifted away from praying. I was just this invisible little man walking around the streets or whatever. So honestly, I wouldn't encourage myself to have done that. I think in as much as we may be tired, regardless of whatever it is that we do, I think it's important that yes, we admit we are tired, we are strained, drained, whatever it may be. But even with fasting, the Bible encourages us to go out there and serve and, don't look like you're fasting when you're fasting. Just because you don't have anybody doesn't mean you can't now make new connections and find your iron. The Bible says, as iron sharpens iron, so one man sharpens another. And it's hard, stepping out and creating those connections, those friendships. But we do need people in our lives who will speak into us, who will encourage us. People who will see on days when we're low that we're not okay. And it's absolutely fine to be vulnerable. It's absolutely fine to go out to somebody and ask for help. I was very far from people on that day. Like where I was standing, I was by myself. and then there were people in like a garage, right? Filling station garage between the two. Gas station also is another one. Yeah. And I'm realizing, had those people seen me, or had I been at least close to them, I could have literally been seen by somebody, that I'm drowning in the gutter. With life, I think it's that way too. I had a little situation at work, and the person was dismissed from work. Work for me is such an intimate little space. Like, we all know each other around all the different departments. In as much as it may be the bad side, there's also a good side. That those people have really become my family. I spend 9 hours with them, and then 8 hours sleeping, and then less hours with many other people. So basically, yeah, my family, right? So I went to tell my head of department that, you know what, this is what's happening. This person said A, B, C, D, and Z. And it's just been happening. And the action they took in order to help me really made me realize that I'm not an island after all. In as much as we may want to deal with things by ourselves, it really helps to have someone to talk to. But yeah. I am freaking 18 years old, and I moved to Cape Town all by myself. I do not have a single relative, like not even one person that I could be like, oh, Zwanman, shalalapan. No. But I have made friends. I'm constantly praying that God puts people in my life who I can reach out to, So I just want to encourage you guys. Show up in the light. Show up. Let your presence be known. Just let people know that you are there for them. They're there for you. Because I don't want anybody ever going through what I went through. Right? And for me, it was in a physical sense, but there are people who go through it in an emotional sense, like thinking that people are not there for you, that you have nobody. The enemy really, really tries to convince you that you are all by yourself, and that's not true. I'm gonna stand here firm, put 5 exclamation marks if I have to, but you are not by yourself. Don't choose to be an island. If it's a matter of having grown up feeling like you're an island, or feeling like you have to do everything by yourself, it's time to change that. It's time to make a change. Reach out to people, make connections, pray for friends. Have friends, have people that you can always stretch out your hand to, whether that is to help them or for them to help you. People who you can be vulnerable to, people who can see you on days when you're not okay, that you're not okay. I really think it's important. Fight the feeling of trying to deal with it by yourself. Fight the feeling of thinking that nobody is here for you or nobody cares. It may feel like nobody cares, but honestly, I'm here. Like, if any woman is to come to me and be like, yo, Q, listen, this is what's happening. I need you to help me to reach out to people or whatever. I need help. I'll be here. I'll be there for sure. Because I really think the human body, we have emotions. We have a lot of things that externally, if we were not okay, internally it will mess up the whole system. So genuinely speaking, my heart goes out to people who feel like they are alone, people who feel like they have to do things on their own. You know, that independent mentality. You don't always have to be independent. You don't have to do it all by yourself. God has people who can help you. Pray for those people. Pray for people who help you physically. Pray for people who help you emotionally. God sent his son, Jesus. Jesus came here. He had disciples, and those disciples were there with him through and through. They helped him. He helped them. Have people make those connections. Stretch your hand out, reach out to people, talk to people. Just have people. I hope that video has helped somebody, and if you guys think somebody needs to hear this, please share it with them. And until next time, thank you for tuning into this video again. See you guys next time.
Storm snapping 1, 2